The Dark Reign of Vlad the Impaler, a brutal chapter in history. Vlad III of Wallachia, known to history as Vlad the Impaler, ruled in the mid-15th century. He's often remembered as a national hero in Romania, but to much of Europe, he was something else entirely. A ruthless executioner who used pain, fear, and mass death to keep control. Born in 1431 in Transylvania, Vlad was the son of Vlad II Dracula, a member of the Order of the Dragon, a group dedicated to defending Christian Europe against the Ottoman Empire. At age 11, Vlad was taken as a political hostage by the Ottomans. He spent years in captivity, surrounded by violence and shaped by it. When he returned to Wallachia and claimed the throne, his methods were designed not just to eliminate enemies, but to make public examples of them. The goal wasn't just punishment, it was terror. Vlad's most infamous method was impalement, a slow and excruciating form of execution. Victims were mounted on long wooden stakes, often inserted through the private areas and angled to avoid vital organs, so that the person would remain alive, sometimes for hours, even days. He ordered impalements in massive numbers. Entire fields were filled with upright corpses, their bodies twisting as they decayed in the open air. One report from 1462 describes a forest of 20,000 impaled bodies outside the capital. This wasn't madness, it was political theater. He wanted visitors, especially invading Ottomans, to understand what happened to those who crossed him. One of the most disturbing stories comes from Targovik. Vlad invited the poor, the elderly, the sick, and the homeless to a feast. They were told they would be cared for and fed for life. They ate, they drank, and once the doors were bolted shut, Vlad ordered the entire building set on fire, burning everyone alive. He didn't hide his intent. According to chronicles, he claimed he did it to rid his land of poverty and disorder. A mass execution under the guise of charity. Vlad's methods extended far beyond impalement. He used torture to control his people and strike fear into his enemies. Skinning and boiling. Vlad reportedly had women accused of adultery skinned alive and then boiled. In some accounts, he forced their husbands to witness it, sometimes even making them eat the remains. Mutilation. He ordered hands, noses, ears, and genitals cut off for theft, lying, or disobedience. Punishments were often public and deliberately humiliating. Nailing turbans to heads. When Ottoman envoys refused to remove their head coverings out of religious respect, Vlad ordered their turbans nailed to their skulls. Forced cannibalism. In some cases, Vlad forced prisoners or families of the condemned to eat cooked body parts of the executed as punishment or a lesson. Child executions. Children were not spared. If a mother was found guilty of lying or infidelity, her child was sometimes impaled alongside her, or lowered down on the same stake. Productivity enforcement. Workers who fell asleep or were seen as lazy could lose their hands or their lives. Moral purges. Vlad declared that anyone without a clear trade or role in society was subject to punishment or death. Entire villages were purged of those he viewed as idle or corrupt. These acts weren't random brutality. They were part of a system of control rooted in fear and public spectacle. These horrific accounts spread across Europe. German and Slavic pamphlets described Vlad as a sadist who bathed in blood, ate among the dying, and drank from his victims. Centuries later, Bram Stoker discovered the name Dracula, meaning son of the dragon or son of the devil, and borrowed it for his fictional vampire. Though there's no evidence Vlad drank blood, the volume and cruelty of his killings made the vampire legend believable. He became something more than human in the eyes of history, a symbol of evil itself. In 1476, Vlad was believed to have been killed in battle. His head was sent to the Ottoman Sultan in Constantinople, but his body never found. Snagov Monastery was long thought to be his burial site. But when archaeologists opened the tomb in the 1930s, it was empty. No skeleton, no remains, just stone. The mystery only deepened the legend. Vlad the Impaler ruled through absolute terror, whether viewed as a defender of his homeland or a mass murderer. His reign left tens of thousands dead and inspired one of the most enduring monsters in fiction. But the most unsettling truth isn't the stories. It's that many of them are real, documented, witnessed, counted in corpses, and his bones are still missing.